Welcome to our new podcast, Locks Only. Here we'll be covering all sports, NFL, NBA, MLB, and we'll be, taking a dive into fantasy, sports betting, big games, big news. So, I mean, yeah, let's get into it. So we got Tim.
What's up?
What's up, Tim? We got Connor. Berg.
Hello.
We got Dave.
Hi.
Stinky.
And then Hartman. Hi, Hartman.
What's going on,
Hi
guys?
there.
And I'll be your
Alright.
quote host, Nick. But yeah. So first episode will be sticking with NFL. Correct, boys?
That's correct.
Yeah, week 3.
Yep.
Let's get
Week
into
three,
it.
baby. All right. Let's start off with a Thursday night game. We got Panthers and Texans. Panthers opened at -9 with an over/under at 43. What are we thinking here, Hartman?
Well, I don't like the -9 for Carolina because Houston has been looking good. Tyrod Taylor, but I do like the over 43.
Well, okay. Dave, got anything to say to that?
I do like the Panthers -9. Tyrod's not playing. He's out
Mills
7
Mafia.
weeks.
Mills
Houston's,
Mafia.
got a rookie QB in David Mills from Stanford. I don't think he's ready for the big time. He struggled last week against the Browns. I also like the over, though, because the Texans play no defense.
Okay, I'll take the over in that. Panthers. Tim, anything to add?
I'm thinking the Panthers are gonna go smooth riding. McCaffrey's just gonna bulldoze his way through the Texans. So I think -9 all day. It's a lock.
Yeah, I got McCaffrey in my league, and I'm riding the Panthers this week, so I'm going to have to join you guys on that one, which probably means Houston's going to do some shit.
Back door.
Yeah.
Some
I
backdoor
think-
bullshit.
And Carolina's quietly having the best defense,
Season.
one of the better defense in the NFL. They've
Best-
been
be-
rolling through teams.
That's because they're a young defense, Fig. They've matured.
Yeah,
That shit
Matt
was all
Rule
first and
last
second year
year.
players.
Yeah, he drafted all 7 rounds defense.
Oh, yeah.
I like
And if you
Chin,
know-
that linebacker.
And if
They're,
he followed rules throughout college, he realized that his second year was always great.
mhm.
I mean, he turned Temple around, and now they suck again because he's left. Baylor,
Yep.
he turned around. Left,
And
they
Joe
suck.
Brady. Joe
Oh, yeah.
Brady. I'm gonna roll with Carolina -9. I think the offense is too powerful. I like Sam Darnold, and he's got a bunch of weapons. So I think Panthers
Is this
-9.
a mortal lock for anyone, or not quite?
No.
No,
No.
I
Back
want.
door's
I don't.
wide
I don't
open.
think. I don't think I'm betting it.
I've already bet it.
Nine's too many.
I bet the over, but I wouldn't bet the spread.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next game, Colts Titans. Titans -6. Wow. Over under 48. Carson Wentz is out of the game with 2 sprained ankles, which is sad, but like,
Plus,
I mean, it is Carson Wentz. He's a piece of glass, so
oh, he's
keep it at
officially
that.
out, though.
I would think so, isn't he?
Nah, I don't think he's officially out.
Okay,
I know with
well,
this game.
I
Let's
mean-
look at the report.
I mean, I like Tennessee at -5.5 or 6, whatever the line is that you get. But I don't like the over.
Why not?
I don't think that the Colts are going to be able to score.
Yeah, I
See,
think the.
I'm opposed to that because the Titans' defense is horrendous, and I think Derrick Henry might or might not chew up the Colts' defense, but they're gonna get that play action pass going, and you're gonna have Julio and AJ Brown going deep all night.
Yeah, but say
I
if
think
Wentz
the
doesn't
over.
play, who is he going to throw to? Who are they going to throw to? That's what
That
I'm
would go
saying.
to.
They don't have
that would-
any receivers.
Jonathan
So
Taylor workhorse.
Yep.
jump in quick.
Mhm.
Last time they played, the Titans won 45-26. Derrick Henry had 27 carries for 178 yards and 3 touch. Wait, was that? When was this?
Last year.
Yeah.
I think it was last week of the season.
178 and 3 touchdowns. So, I mean,
Yeah, and that defense
I have a
didn't
feeling
change much.
this is going to be a fucking high-scoring affair.
Yeah, and he's coming off a game where
A
he ran for
huge
182.
Monster,
Mhm.
100.
monster second half. The first half was atrocious, but second half he turned it up.
Yep.
Uh,
Fat Randy sealed it with a game-winning field goal.
I wouldn't
think-
touch the over-under in this game. If you're feeling risky, I would bet the Titans. Hope Wentz doesn't play. Because their two backups are terrible.
Yeah, but even if Wentz does play, I feel like
I
minus
don't-
6 is still a lock.
I don't
I think that Derrick
think.
Henry's
I
gonna
don't
chew him
know
up.
because the Titans defense is pretty freaking awful.
I think if Wentz plays, I'm gonna lean Indianapolis +6. You
I
gotta.
feel like that line will go down if Wentz is declared able to play. The Colts are also missing their starting right tackle and Brandon Smith and Xavier Rhodes.
So pretty much what you're saying, if you're gonna bet it last minute.
I'll bet it now if you believe in the
Wait.
Titans.
I agree.
If Wentz doesn't play, that line's gonna skyrocket. You believe Wentz is gonna play? I think it's gonna go
Yeah,
down.
because who they got? Jacob
little
Eason,
bit.
second year. Because
to
Sam
maybe 4.5.
Elliott.
Who even is that?
Sam Alligator's ain't go. Is
Yeah,
injured
he's
now. They
injured.
got Jacob Eason.
Out of
started
Georgia.
Year, Georgia. Then second year got benched for farm. Or he got injured bench.
He came in
Transferred
and
to
threw a
Washington.
duck.
Had one good
like,
year.
Yeah.
Went
I
to the
don't know.
draft. I think he was like a 4th or 5th round pick.
Yeah. Well, I think the Derrick Henry prop bet, I like that over. That's what I'm going to bet in this game. All right.
What's next?
All right, we got the New Orleans Saints against my New England Patriots in Foxborough.
In Foxborough.
That's -3.
I
Over low at
do
42.
I would stay away from this game. I don't like this game.
See, I think there might. I think Jameis Winston might might have like 3 or 4 interceptions this game. He's got no receivers. With Michael Thomas on IR, there's no one on this team besides Alvin Kamara that can catch the ball competently. So I think the Pats will cover -3.
Really?
I also like the Patriots -3. I believe the night before, Jameis Winston will be out stealing crab legs. Since it is near Boston and they're famous for their seafood.
Yeah.
That's true.
I also
I
believe in a
like-
strong defense and run game with the Patriots.
I kind of like the Saints this game. I don't know. I like the Saints +3.
I don't
That's
know.
because you're
I,
fucking
Jameis can have a
Steelers
bounce-back
fan.
week.
I don't like.
I do.
I don't
here we
like
fucking
New
go.
Orleans. New Orleans has been on the road. This is their 3rd straight road game. They haven't been home. Their fucking stadium's catching on fire. I think that's just
They're cursed.
that's just what's to come. I think New England's gonna curb stomp them. As much as it pains me to say, I don't think James is gonna have a good game. They're gonna shut down Kamara. Let anybody else beat them. I don't see how New Orleans
there's
gets out.
no other person on that roster that can beat him.
Yeah, I
Gonna have
think
Taysom
everybody
Hill
freaked.
get 300 yards and 5 touchdowns.
I
don't
think
so.
everybody. I think everybody overreacted week 1 to Packers New Orleans. I don't think Jameis is ready to do that again. So
No.
I think
Not
New
Just to
England-
take into account, the
Foreseeable
Patriots
future.
played the Patriots played the worst team in the league last week. I mean, just because they blew them out
I
doesn't mean
don't-
anything, in my opinion.
I don't. They've been
And they
on
also
the.
played the worst defense. They. Oh, man.
That's
Personally,
gonna give
for
the rookie
me,
some
this is a-
confidence.
This is a stay away game, in my opinion. I don't want anything to do with it. You know,
I
Saints
agree.
defense has been pretty good the last few years, so Hank Jones is a rookie. So
Yeah.
I would stay away from this. All right, so Seahawks
All right.
against the Vikings. That'll be a high scoring. Oh my God, 55.5. Seahawks -1.
Yeah, I
What are
think
we
that
thinking
game's
here?
still gonna go over. I don't see
I think
Seattle
the Seahawks are
stopping
gonna
that
blow 'em out of the
offense,
water.
and I don't see the Vikings stopping Seattle at all.
Dave, anything to add?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's throwing for 400.
Give me the Hawks.
I'm going
Dalvin Cook has a bad ankle.
34-31 in favor of the Seattle
he's playing,
Seahawks.
but he's got a sprained ankle.
Dalvin Cook.
So-
Dalvin Cook has a sprained ankle, yeah.
It's not good
So,
for my
are you
fantasy.
thinking limited snaps or just
He,
going to?
Mike Zimmer says he's playing. No snap count. But
So pretty much
I
run
mean,
him into the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Week
think this is a
3,
good
run him into the
defense.
ground for the rest of the season.
I don't know what the hell they did this offseason because they tried to upgrade it a lot, but it's not working again. Kirk Cousins gets a lot of
No, though,
slack, but I mean,
Kirk Cousins.
he's having a
does look
decent
good.
year. That
I'm gonna-
defense,
He
though,
looks good.
might as well just be, the Chiefs.
I'm gonna roll. With
Terrible.
I'm gonna roll with the home dog. I think the
Really?
Vikings are due. It's their first home game. They've been on the road for 2 weeks. I like Kirk Cousins. I think after Seattle, what they did last week, how they completely choked that 2-touchdown lead at home, deflating loss. I think Kirk Cousins. I think Justin Jefferson's gonna have a breakout week too. He hasn't been doing very well, so
Bold prediction off
I'll
what Berg said. 200 plus yards from
Yeah, I
my
don't know
boy
about that one.
Justin Jets. 2
oh,
touchdowns.
200.
200.
Enough.
He's having a Tyreek Hill
Yeah,
type
shut
of
up.
week.
Shut
Nah,
up.
I can see him breaking 100.
Nah.
I don't
Big
don't
week,
like any
big
of
You
those
know,
week.
corners.
Tyler Lockett this week is going for 150 and a touchdown. I'll say that
Yeah,
much.
I think both offenses are rolling.
Yeah, Chris Carson's
that-
gonna have a week too. I think because he actually looks good. I think he
I don't
does.
know. But there's
He
what
didn't look
Pete
bad
Carroll
last week.
said after their loss about Russell Wilson, about how he could have helped get a first down in overtime. Will that affect the way he plays?
Yeah. I think both offenses high scoring. I think
Thinking
a
the
lot of
over?
money will be on the over though. So
I think
The
the
money
over
would
is
be-
a sucker
be,
fat.
be conscious.
55. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
That's a
That is
shitload.
lot of
That's-
points.
What do you think,
Yeah, I
Sarah?
mean-
7 with the Cardinals.
I mean, yeah, they Vikings scored 33 against the Cardinals, and I don't know, is the Cardinals defense better than Seattle? I think so, but by how much? That's questionable. I don't know. The 55.5 is a really big number, so I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
possible.
This might be
think
another
it's-
like stay away game.
I think it's the highest.
do like
score.
Hawks
I
minus
wouldn't.
one,
I
though.
wouldn't stay away from this. I wouldn't stay away from the spread. The over though, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I like the
wouldn't
Hawks
touch it.
minus one. Yeah.
Yep. Hawks
Yeah,
minus
I like
one.
the Hawks.
That might be a sucker bad too, for all I know.
Road
Where this is
dog
going.
or home dog. Home
Ferg's
dogs.
Ferg's a lone
I
rider
like me
on
the home
this.
dogs.
All right, next we have arguably the biggest game of the week: Chiefs Chargers. Chiefs minus 7 over under 55.
Ooh.
Give me the Chargers.
Chargers plus 7.
Yep.
See,
Yeah,
what are you
like-
thinking
the
about that
Chargers
7?
got
I
a
like
decent
it.
secondary, so they may be able to handle the Chiefs' offense pretty well. But there's so many weapons on that team that you take away Hill or Kelsey, you still got Hardman, and you've got
DeMarcus
Clyde,
Robinson.
Yeah, well-
Demarcus Robinson.
Travis
You saw
Kelce.
what happened. You saw what happened last week, right?
Oh
They
yeah.
they double teamed Tyreek Hill the whole time. He had 3 catches for 14 yards. They
Yeah.
double teamed him the whole time. Let everybody else eat. Ravens still came away with the dub. I think
that's a
the
fluke.
Chargers. No.
Just like the
think
Ravens
the
kept
Chargers
passing the
got-
ball
have
when their
a
running
big
game was
day.
going. The Chiefs had the pass game going, and they decide to run the ball at the end of the game. Just give it to your star quarterback and let him win the game for you.
I'll tell you, if the Chargers run the ball this game, they have a good chance. The Chiefs' run defense looked fucking horrendous last week. It looked terrible.
Yeah, that was.
It was
awful.
like one of the worst I've ever seen. I think Austin
Sick.
Eckler is going to literally run for like 125 yards. He's
I
gonna go
love
off.
I love the Chargers in this game. Although it is an early start time for a West Coast team at 1 p.m. That's 10 a.m.
It is.
their time. Pretty early start time. However,
It's going
I
to
do
be a
think
close one.
I do think the Chiefs' defense is porous, and the Chargers played them well last year. I think they play them again well. I don't know if they're going to win, though, because it is the Chargers, and they charger things up. They will cover.
They'll cover, but I like the Chiefs money
Yeah,
line. If
I
you're
think
gonna
it's a
bet money line.
3-point game.
Yeah, 7 is a lot of points, so I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Plus,
And
let's throw
also
this out here.
Keenan Allen and Mike Williams in the starting lineup. Gotta roll with them.
I'm a sucker for a good stat. The Chiefs are 1-11-1 against the spread in the last 13 games, dating back to last year. They've been winning games, but they haven't been doing it. They haven't been blowing teams out. So
That is something to keep in mind. I mean,
what's that over?
55.
55.
55.
That's
Same
way
as
too much.
the
There's
Vikings
no way.
Hawks.
Under.
Yeah, well, the Chargers shoot themselves in the foot too. I'd stay away from that total.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns wiped
I'd
away
go
by.
under.
I'm thinking Chargers
touchdowns.
+7.
I
Maybe
like the
Go
over.
Chargers, go.
Over and Chargers.
go Chargers, go.
Maybe a little two-team parlay action right there.
Well, this next game is my lock of the week. I think the Packers +3.5.
Sunday night in San
Sunday night.
Francisco.
I
Aaron
do.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
3.5.
Yeah.
Over under
Aaron
50.
Rodgers
Aaron
got
Rodgers got
silence
the
of critics.
offense going. I
Wow,
think they're going to get Adams more
They did
involved
play the
this week.
fucking Lions.
That's
they
very
played
true, but
literally-
still.
They play JV.
They've had a
football.
abysmal week 1 performance. I think Aaron figured something out, got some communication going with his receivers, got the run game flowing. Aaron Jones looked like a monster out there playing for something this season with his dad in mind. Heavy heart.
Yeah.
I think Green Bay +3.5 this week.
Ferg, I remember
Yeah.
you saying that Aaron Jones was kind of fraudulent this week.
Yeah, I thought those 48. How many fantasy points you get? 48 in PPR
40
league.
something.
48 something, yeah.
I think that was just fraudulent.
Again, they did
Aaron
play
Rodgers.
the Lions.
They did play the Lions. Aaron Rodgers was patting his stats down in the red zone.
Yeah, they
That
never
shovel
run on the
pass.
goal line. They never
No,
run.
they don't. They don't. He had 3 receiving touchdowns. I think the longest one was 12 yards. I do like
But he was throwing the
The-
ball down the field.
I do like the Packers. I think a lot of people are going to be on the Packers, so I'm just going to go under.
Under.
I
Yeah,
get
I don't
under.
like the over in that game. I like the under too.
Nah, I like the under in that one as well.
Dave.
Well, first game, San Fran defense got shredded in the fourth quarter by the Lions. They've had one bad quarter of defensive play. Packers, meanwhile, got shredded for the first game and a half and stepped up the second half. Which team is most likely to recover is going to be the Niners. I like the under.
Under.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the under too.
And you can buy the half a point so you don't get fucked by the
Yeah.
hook.
Don't buy that half a point. I swear to God.
If you're
Buy-
betting
I
on
lose
San
by
Fran.
another hook. God damn.
If you're betting on San Fran, buy the hook. That's my opinion.
All right.
That's Hardy's lock of the week.
That's
Yeah,
my
make
lock.
sure we
of
get
the
a
week. I
note
think
of
Green
that.
Bay's actually going to blow
Yeah.
them out.
Write that
Packers
down.
+3.5.
Packers minus. Oh, yeah, +3.5.
Plus
If they're gonna blow them out, why don't you just say money line?
Yeah, why don't you?
Well, I will bet money line. I think the
All right.
Packers are going to win.
All right. Harmon
Can we get
likes
that in
the
all
Packers
caps?
money
Harmon
line.
likes
Sign
the
it?
road dog.
I do.
You better show us
On
a bet.
Sunday night.
So Hartman's going with Green Bay +3.5.
Absolutely.
What are we doing here?
Well-
At the end of the season, somebody get a belt or something? Fucking belt.
Yep. Get
Could do a
the
belt.
The losers buy
championship
like a
belt.
Yep. Losers buying the belt and the beers. Yep.
Plugging some beer.
Well,
All right.
now
Alright.
we got the game
Next.
of the week.
Bucks, Rams,
Oh,
425.
This is going to be a good one, folks.
This one's a pick 'em.
Give me the Rams.
This is going to go
Really?
right down to the wire. I think it's a timing thing. You're going to see if the Rams have the ball last, it could go either way. If Tom Brady gets the ball last, the Bucks are winning. That's
I'm
just
sorry, Matt
me.
Stafford.
Okay, that's
Matt-
how it goes every game.
Yeah,
Tom
no
Brady
shit,
plays
Tim.
him.
Well,
Matt
you
Stafford
know,
is
Tom
playing-
Brady doesn't make mistakes in the fourth quarter, man. He's just built different.
So what I'm hearing is you like the Bucks.
Yep.
Pick 'em.
Bucks, pick 'em.
Is that your lock of the week?
Under 55.5.
The Bucks are going across the country to play the Rams, who look really good. Matthew Stafford is playing so fucking well right now.
I don't know the two
Same
games
with Cooper Kupp.
two games I've seen. They like to fuck around with teams. They don't
Yeah, they
finish
don't
them.
They don't
They like
finish
to kind of
teams
play
off.
with the teams, and Brady doesn't put up with that. If they do that against Brady, they will get throttled.
I
Give me the
agree.
Bucks and the pick 'em. And I
Yeah,
got
the
the
fact
Rams
that-
to win the NFC West too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I
Which are
like the
best teams
Yeah,
out
Bucks.
where'd
there.
you have that at?
I got it at plus 180.
Okay,
That's a good
okay.
bet. You
What do
scared
you
of the
got? What do you got in
Cardinals?
this game, Ferd?
At that new stadium, SoFi Stadium. It's an under stadium. Give me the under. 8-1.
It's an under stadium. Is this
Under
their first
stadium.
year? No.
Under
And the
under is
55.5
another
is the play. The Rams defense is so solid. And the Bucks,
So's the
the
Bucks.
Bucks D line and linebackers are so good that I think it'll limit their secondary. I mean, their secondary
Yeah.
hasn't been the greatest through the first couple weeks, but I mean, Devin White's a monster out there. JPP, the
And-
three-fingered man. Let's go. Ride the Bucks and the under.
And news
I don't
broke
know.
this morning.
I don't know about the under.
AB,
COVID?
COVID. He's got the cocoa. So
Ooh,
I think he's in the protocols. Won't
that's
play.
a tough break.
I
I
don't
think-
think it is.
I
They have
think-
so many weapons.
I think Ramsey will take Mike Evans out. It's just if Chris Godwin can produce.
Tyler Johnson's a beast.
Oh,
That is big,
Tyler
though.
Johnson.
Antonio Brown. I completely forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Just something to think
Um,
about.
They have
That
so
is
many
actually a
weapons.
game
though.
changer. I know,
I
but
don't-
AB is different.
I'm
I
gonna
might like.
take
ahead,
the
Bucks,
under. I think that spread's too close to call.
I might have to take the over though.
I like
I
the
mean,
under.
you look at the Rams defense again. We're playing with teams. They gave up 24 to the Colts, who don't have a receiver to throw to.
Yeah, but I think the Rams are gonna get up for this game. They're not gonna fuck around.
And they gave up.
Super
I
Bowl
know
champs.
I know
Super Bowl
14
champs are rolling into town.
isn't a lot to give up to the Bears, but every possession they had it in their zone. And I think Brady puts away more possessions.
Aaron
Than Andy
Donald's gonna
Dalton.
have. I'm calling
I think
at
the Bucks.
least 2 sacks. 2 sacks
No.
is my
Bucks put
bold
up at least
prediction.
35. Give me a
don't know about that,
35-28 game.
Well, Dave is right. The Rams arguably should have lost that game last week. Fucking Carson Wentz got an interception on a goddamn shovel pass.
Yeah. That was fucking embarrassing.
And the play calling on the goal line was abysmal.
Oh my god.
They ran it 3 straight times with Jonathan Taylor right into Aaron Donald.
Their
So
offensive coordinators. It's the blind leading the blind
Action.
in that offense.
I just thought to myself, give me the fucking Bucks. I like the Bucks. Give me the Bucks and the under.
Bucks in the under. Under's popular. Dave seems
Yep.
to be the lone rider of the over. So I don't know
It's an
this
under
game. I like
stadium.
the Bucks. Pick them. Yeah, give me the Bucks. I'm not touching the over though. All right, last game Monday night. Eagles Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 4. Over under set at 51.5. What are we thinking here, Dave?
It's a stay away game, but it's on Monday. That's going to be a Monday decision on what I like, because it's going to be the only game on. Football-wise, so
Yeah.
I'm going to have to bet it. I think the Cowboys win this game. I know, the New Look Eagles look good in week 1, but week 2 they look like shit. The defense is solid. The offense, I don't even know this.
Another notable injury though. Brandon Graham.
He's out
Yeah.
right now. Great God
He's
for the Eagles.
What about
Brandon.
Cowboys? Lyle Collins still out?
He's suspended for 6 weeks. Yeah, he's out, and D-Law's out.
Key,
Yeah, so-
key injury
Yeah.
worth monitoring for the Cowboys is if Amari Cooper suits up. He's got a rib injury. I don't know if he's
Who's
going to
gonna
play
play?
or
It's a
not.
rib injury.
I think he'll play, but he
gonna have to play.
he might be a decoy. Let CD run a little free over there on the other side.
Brandon Graham and Brandon Brooks. are both on IR. Zach Ertz is already out.
Of course he is.
I don't.
Zach Ertz
I don't
already
see.
Zach Ertz and Carson Wentz are like the same person.
Yeah,
Chuck, he didn't get
class.
traded to fucking the Colts.
I think
Hartman. Oh, go ahead, Ferd.
as much as I like it, I was high on the Eagles. They did me dirty last week. I think the boys roll. They lost Brandon Brooks. I think that's a big injury. They weren't the same when he went down last year. Or he didn't play. They didn't find anybody to replace him. So I think Cowboys will get after, make Dallas or make Hurts try and rush things a little bit, especially in Jerry World, Rowdy Stadium. Give me
Yeah.
the boys.
Very rowdy
Guys
stadium.
on my Cowboys.
I'm going with the Cowboys -4. They're covering. The over. I'm gonna stay away from the over.
That's a
I could
stay
see
away.
it go either way, but I'm not going for it. Leave that alone.
Hartman,
Uh,
what's your input?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna take the Cowboys. The offense is. I mean, Amari Cooper's got to have a bounce back week this week. Played like shit last week.
CD too.
But yeah, CD2. I hate the over. I like the under. I think he's actually gonna fly under.
Really?
I don't think there's gonna be a lot of points scored in this game, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I don't
And
know. It's a weird game for me. I can't really tell. So
An interesting
Division
thing.
rivalry.
Yeah, they're always close.
Yep.
An interesting,
yeah.
something interesting I saw. Tony Pollard. He's coming for that starting job.
Did he outpace Zeke last week?
He's honestly pretty close. He's been playing so well.
He had
Yeah,
13
Zeke does
attempts
not
for
look good.
109. He had 109 yards on the ground, 13 attempts.
Cowboys should have
and a
never
TD.
played Zeke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah,
And he's a
Zeke's not even,
and
Zeke's
he's a
not even
receiving
the
threat.
leading rusher right now. Zeke's not even there. The
No,
leading
I
rusher
think-
right now.
I think by the middle of the season, I think you're gonna see
Zeke-
Tony Pollard get more of the snaps. I don't think they can stop feeding Zeke just because of how much money they paid him.
Zeke should be in jail right now for how bad he robbed the Cowboys.
I agree. In the end, Amari though.
I don't know if Amari robbed him. The receiver market will go up.
Yeah, I think you're stupid if you pay a running back.
15
Right
all
now.
year.
Yeah.
6-year, $90 million deal. That was an overpay back then. Now it's turned into more of an overpay because of COVID with the salary cap dropping. Now, in the next 2 years, the salary cap's going to skyrocket again because of the new TV money coming in. That should be pointed out.
Yeah.
I do
Alright.
think the NFL.
You think what?
Go ahead, Dave.
The NFL has already set a cap. I think it's at $201 million for next year. That's
Yeah,
how low, high it could go.
They're so fucking. All that money's going to like 4 players on the Cowboys. Zeke, Amari,
Zeke,
Demarcus Lawrence,
Dak.
and Dak. And
Oof.
couple years they're gonna have to pay CD. They're gonna have to blow his team up, I think, and I think
Dak
it starts with
rightfully
Zeke.
so got paid at least. It's about
I
time
think we're
he did.
figuring here.
He looks good.
They've paid, I don't know about now, but Tyron Smith is paid still. Zach Martin got paid. Jalen Smith got paid, and they're all cuttable. Cowboys should keep pushing back their due date.
No.
I gave mine, but I don't think anybody else did about their locks for this week.
Oh, that was going to be the third segment, but okay. I like the Chargers +7.
Chargers
Going
plus
to
7.
and at
Knock
least
it down.
probably lose and on a game-winning field goal. Or miss a game-winning field goal.
I'm going Cardinals -7. I'm buying the extra half a point because I always get screwed by the hook. But they're gonna run over the Jags with ease.
I don't know. That's a trap game.
I don't think so. I don't see Kyler Murray losing to Trevor the Blind Lawrence right now. Trevor is
Jags
not
might
up
as well
to
be a
snuff
college
with the
team.
NFL speed yet.
I don't.
Hopkins is gonna run wild.
The Jags are.
I like that pick, Tim. I like that pick. Cardinals are playing out of their mind. Kyler Murray's so good.
Let's try not too hard to suck his cock.
Trust me, I love Kyler Murray. Got him in 5 leagues this year. He's fucking nice.
5
Yeah.
leagues. Tell them how many leagues you're in.
I'm in 8.
You're in 8 fantasy leagues.
How many?
Yep.
How many fantasy leagues were you in last year?
5, I think.
How many
do you keep
playoffs did
track
you make?
of? Oh, yeah. What were your stats?
Last year was a down year. I'll give you that one. This year I'm on the rise and I'm ready to fucking cash it out.
Yeah, well, there you go. Sorrow, lock of the week.
I'm still looking, but I mean, one caught my eye. I think I'm gonna have to go with Ravens -9 against the Lions. They're at home. I think Lamar's gonna fucking run wild on them. I mean, I know the Lions like to fucking backdoor, but I don't know. I'm hoping for like a 20-point lead, and then they can screw around with whatever they want to do. But we're Baltimore -9. A little spontaneous mortal lock. All right, so we got that out of the way. Let's switch gears to
Well,
some fantasy.
I gotta give my lock.
Oh, I thought you already went.
No,
Well,
So-
so
my lock is the Browns -7 at home against
Against the
Chicago
Bears?
Bears.
Justin Fields for the
I don't know about
start.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't. Justin Fields didn't look that good. I think he's gonna make rookie mistakes. I actually think Andy Dalton, when he comes back, should take that job. He's not ready. Justin Fields isn't ready, and I like Baker. He's been rolling. That Bears defense did show up last week though, but I think the Browns offense is too skilled for them. I'm gonna take the Browns -7.
Okay.
all right, there you have it. Everyone's mortal locks. We'll keep track of them, and by the end of the year, we'll see how bad Tim does. All right, let's talk fantasy football. How about it?
Oh yeah.
We'll do a little stardom sit-em action. We'll just give your start of the week, sit of the week. You guys want to go by positions or just?
Oh, I got a
Position.
running back and a receiver, so I'm good with both.
I
go by
got
position.
2
We'll do-
receivers in mind.
All right, how about we just do a running
Do
back
stardoms.
and we'll do a stardom for the running backs and then receivers. All right, so Hartman, you got a running back you're starting this week?
Don't start with me.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay,
I'm,
Tim.
s-
you
I'm
can go.
starting Chase Edmonds over James Conner this week. James Conner is literally a walking turd out on the football field right now.
Tim, were you saying him before?
I have absolutely
Bro, if
hated this
anything,
guy.
yo, hold on, I'm sorry to interrupt. I feel like if anything, bro, you just described yourself perfectly. A walking turd.
But I saw this guy on Pittsburgh. He's just not what he used to be or what he even was. Chase Edmonds is the clear RB1 there, I think, in my mind. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's Kyler Murray's little drop down man. I'm starting Chase Edmonds this week in my league if I had him, which I don't
Okay, Chase
because my
Edmonds.
team's horrible.
Tim, but
Right.
hear me out. Were you ever starting James Conner over Chase Edmonds?
There's probably people out there that are.
Those people don't.
I'm looking at the
deserve
Fair
ESPN
point,
rankings
David.
right now, and
It's even on the top
James
41?
Conner's at 42, and sorry, I gotta go all the way back up. Chase Edmonds is at 18, so some significant difference there.
Oh, really?
But I mean, for people in deeper leagues, maybe that's something to look at. So
I feel
let
like
me
he's
hate
not
on
a
the people.
household
People in
name.
like 20 league, 20 person.
maybe like
league,
14
20
team
James
league,
Conner
Dave.
is a household name. Come on.
No, Chase Edmonds isn't.
All right, All right, next person.
Uh,
Go, David.
I'm gonna sit Kareem Hunt this week.
We're going with starts, but okay, we'll sit Kareem Hunt. Why is that?
I'll tell you who I'm starting over him.
Why are we sitting Kareem?
Why are we sitting Kareem Hunt?
I gotta see who they play again.
Chicago
The Browns
Bears.
play the Bears.
The Bears.
My lock.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that game's gonna be over early, and Chubb's the main running back in that, and he wants Kareem Hunt's more of a passing back in that system for some strange reason. I don't really like the touches either.
Who's that
My
third
star-
back?
Who is that? I don't know. He's still in
All right,
touches though, that
so-
third back.
So
And
your
my-
set
my-
is
Kareem
who's your
Hunt.
set? Kareem Hunt. Okay.
My start is Tyshawn Williams, I think his name is. The running back for the Ravens.
Of course, you took that, dude. That was my guy.
That was mine too.
Oh,
You-
you let me go
you
first.
said both of yours before we got to one.
That's a tough scene.
Hey.
All right, have at it. Why? Why Tyson Williams?
Dave's poaching.
They play the Detroit Lions, and I'm playing DN for that team currently. Oh, might as well be. I'm currently still not. Oh, haven't played
Think he's
football
gonna
since the
run
seventh grade. I think he's gonna run loose. I think Latavius Murray's gonna run loose. They're just gonna keep
Lamar?
rotating. I mean, I
What
think Lamar's gonna run loose till about the third quarter when he is pulled.
All right,
Yep.
so Tyson Williams, take note of that. Connor, you seem to. Well, you just had Tyson Williams, so
Yeah. I'm gonna go with my sit-em.
all right. What we said?
He was already setting, but still Kenny Galladay for those who holding out any fucking hope. He's terrible. Nursing
Oh my
that
God.
hamstring. I think Sterling Shepard. He's their number one. He's been. What is he? I think he's wide receiver 10. He's been putting up numbers. I think Kenny Galladay isn't gonna get any of the shares.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones can't hit a receiver, so
I like that
I'm
one.
gonna
Danny
go-
Jones has been
because
actually playing pretty good.
Danny Jones could try to hit Kenny Galladay all he want, but it's like he's got some butter on his fingers. It's so
Yeah.
bad.
he had 8 targets,
He
Last
dropped
week,
at
3
least 3 or 4
receptions.
passes. At least.
3 receptions for 38 yards. I still
I
think
would
that
just like.
Hammy's bothering him.
I would like
Kenny
to personally
Galladay,
thank
sit him.
Darius Slayton and the ref checked my under 36.5 yard touchdown last week. Just want to put that out there.
That was a weasel,
Weasel.
bet. That was a weasel bet. All right.
All right, Hartman, what do you got?
So, believe it or not, I'm sitting James Robinson this week. He has not been doing as well as I thought. He's not getting as much production, as much carries as I thought he would this year. Thought he was actually going to break out because Travis Etienne got hurt, but that's just not the case. And I'm starting Kenyon Drake because I don't think that Josh Jacobs is going to get as many touches because he's coming off injury this week. If he even plays, I'm not even sure he's questionable right now, but
Is that toe still
those are
bothering
my
him?
two. Yeah, I think so.
All right. I got my stardom. Quietly.
Have at it.
Quietly, the wide receiver 16 down there in Jacksonville, Marvin Jones Jr. always seems to put up fantasy numbers. He's getting a lot of targets. Got 11 targets last week. Only caught 6, but he got a touchdown for 55 yards. Start Marvin Jones.
Not to mention that Larry
He's the only receiver.
Chalvanat or whatever is
Laviska Shenault.
questionable. He was out of last game due to a shoulder injury about halfway through. I mean, Trevor Lawrence throws a lot of passes. So 50, I think he threw 51 or something last week.
Yeah.
He threw a lot.
He did
He's having a
throw a
rough
lot.
season so far. Are we gonna do start seat for? I got a couple start set for receivers.
Yeah, throw him out.
Rattle him off.
Oh yeah, started Devontae Smith at flex over Jamar Chase due to the fact that Smith plays a porous defense in the Cowboys, and while Chase is sharing equal amounts of target with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, I guess that's a decent secondary of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, and his targets, I think
Decent.
last week he only was targeted 4 or 5 times, and one is a touchdown. And I do not think he'll score a touchdown every single week, and he hasn't been targeted more than 7 times. Well, I think Devontae Smith will be targeted a lot against the Cowboys. I mean, their secondary is awful. That defense is terrible.
Yeah, and we didn't really talk about the Pittsburgh game, but look at those injuries. It's a big injury week. Big
Yeah.
Big
The
Bad
Ben,
Steelers
Watch
are
out.
done.
Big Ben,
Shut up,
T.J.
dude.
Watt.
Big
Yeah,
Ben
Anthony
didn't play this
Johnson,
week. Big
all
Ben didn't play
questionable.
this week.
I don't
He
know.
will play. He's always banged up though. I think he just likes it. He likes playing hurt.
Especially in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
he
I don't
likes
see-
playing that game.
Yeah, I don't see Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden's not on there. I think he's gonna play. So, yeah.
All right, time to give mine. My start, wide receiver, Chargers, Mike Williams. First
Oh,
two
you
games he's been
bastard.
going off, and
Good
Herbert,
pick.
he seems to be finally healthy this year, like fully healthy. No more of this like questionable every week. But
Ankle.
they're playing the Chiefs, and Keenan Allen's gonna draw a lot of attention. So is Eckler out of the backfield. So I'm looking for Mike Williams to get in the end zone at least once. Yeah.
That's a solid prediction.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chiefs can give attention to anyone they want. They're not doing anything.
I'm not gonna stop him.
They
Yeah.
can't stop a common cold from ravaging in that locker room.
No. Who's the set
Swiss
himself?
Sit him. I wanted to say Damian Harris, but like I have to play him in one league. But I'm still gonna say him just because the Saints' defense is pretty good. Actually, no, scratch that. The Pats are gonna be up and they're gonna keep running the ball. Scratch that. Mike Davis sit because Cordell Patterson seems to be playing in the backfield. They're using him more, getting more creative. Somehow the Falcons will find themselves down, even though they're playing the damn Giants. So I don't like that, Mike Davis. I'm benching him in one of my leagues. So that's my set.
I
Actually,
gotta give
I
my
would agree
set.
with you with a Damian Harris fit there. So the Saints are
Really?
currently third in rushing yards against, even though they got blown out last week. They only allowed 89 rushing yards.
They got a stout front. Cam Jordan. Who else?
Cam, Marcus Davenport, who's out.
They got a good core.
They lost. Yeah.
I got
So we can't name them.
a
It's pointless.
tight end start him. I think Jared Cook. Good old
Really?
Reliable. He's only
How old is he
rostered.
now? 40? Holy
He's-
Jesus.
He's gotta be. He's
34.
pushing. He always seems to be consistent. He's rostered in 55% of the leagues. People are starting to pick him up. Unfortunately, he's been starting on my fucking teams. He's plus
Yeah.
28.4%.
Going to be me. He is
He
34, by the
should have
way.
had a touchdown last week if it wasn't for those bullshit taunting penalties. I'm gonna start Jared Cook.
Be honest with you, I think Kyle Pitts is going to break out against the Giants. Call 5
Really?
of his targets last week for 74 yards or something like that.
Yeah, I think he finds the end zone.
Yeah. I mean, I know Matt Ryan is a horrible QB, especially, targeted number ones in the end zone.
My
I think Kyle Pitts gets it done.
my sit-em for this week is Robbie Anderson. I see the Panthers just blowing the Texans out. They're gonna feed the rock to McCaffrey. I think they're all by the start of the fourth quarter. The starters are gonna be yanked. I don't think there'll be many opportunities for Mr. Anderson. He's a sit this week.
Really?
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
know
his
about that
first
one.
few weeks, I mean, he scored a touchdown that saved his fantasy day in week 1. Week
Thank
2,
you.
he did nothing. They don't push
Well-
the ball really down the field, and that's his bread and butter, beating the defense
The
deep.
deep ball.
Yep.
Well,
I agree.
I think my situm is and believe it or not, and I'm gonna get some hate for this, but Brandon Cooks. I think the Panthers
Wow,
are
I
gonna
was
lock
just
his ass
thinking the
down.
same exact thing.
Yeah.
Bro. The same
I
exact
think the
thing.
Packers are gonna lock him down, and if Tyrod doesn't start, which he won't, then
He's
I don't
not,
think
He's
he's,
out.
I don't think he's
He's out.
So I
He
don't
has a
think
grade
that
2
he's gonna get
hamstring.
many
He's
tries.
week to week.
Mills
But
Mafia.
if you think
and I
about
think
it,
my
go ahead,
What?
Arvin. Finish your thought.
well, no, go ahead. I'm done.
If you think about it, I mean, most people probably didn't even realize that Brandon Cooks had 5 or 6 seasons with 1,000+ receiving yards in a row. Like he I feel like he's extremely undervalued in fantasy and in real life football. I think he
I
can
mean, that's
have a productive day. Won't go for a lot, but he'll get you 10 to 15 this week.
I think that the Texans are probably gonna do the ground and pound this week. Try to run the ball as much as they
yeah.
can.
Yeah,
they get
I
blown
don't. I
out.
don't
Yeah.
think. I don't think they're putting it in Mills's hands
Well, they're gonna have
all
to
that
at one
often.
point because that defense ain't stopping anything either.
Yeah. Well, did you,
Well,
Dave? Did you know Davis Mills was once the #1 recruit
I
out
did.
of high school?
What?
So the kid's got talent. See if he
Who
shows
was?
out. Davis Mills.
At
really?
least he was a
He's the
top
#1 recruit out of high school.
Tried
That
to
was
go
a
to
very
Stanford.
long time ago.
I think Walker
Who was-
Little was up there. He also went to Stanford. Stanford used to get good recruits. They just, for some reason, on our decline, but they beat USC this year, and are currently 2-1.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Well,
is that all the
before we
Sims?
end, let's.
Well,
Anyone got any bold predictions?
I-
Quick, just one bold prediction. Tim already said
Question.
Justin Jefferson 200+.
Yep, that's my bold prediction. 200+ yards from Jets.
Really? Connor, Dave, Bear.
Ooh, let me think.
Well, I'm gonna give
All right.
you
Well,
a-
I'm gonna
another-
go. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
DeAndre,
I don't.
I'm gonna say
Go
DeAndre
ahead.
Hopkins scores twice this week.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Let's see those odds in the
Okay.
back end.
What a great prediction, Harvin.
I'm gonna say that this is another gambling one, but we didn't talk about it. I like the Jets +10. Going at me.
Who they
Against
play? I think I
who?
played someone bad.
The
Denver.
Denver Broncos.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
like the
and-
Jets +10.
Where's the game?
Mile high.
Yeah, I don't like
I like
that.
it.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
I
it's a
think
bold
one's
pre-
a-
it's a
that's
bold-
a
It's a
stretch.
bold prediction. You
he's
said
a
it's bold
BYU guy.
prediction.
I like
I'm gonna
Harmon. He's a BYU
Yeah.
guy. Played out there.
I'm telling you.
moment on the field.
Yep.
I do like it.
Tell his mom to hit me up too.
Broncos gave up a combined 26 points in the first 2 games, so we'll be.
I'm gonna
If
go
Zach
with
Wilson
Jameis.
could actually throw the ball this week, then it's a possibility.
That's a
But
big
you're
if,
trying to
dude.
say-
That's
Well,
Yeah.
he was
It's
saying
a
Yeah.
big it's a big bounce back.
he was seeing ghosts last week against the Patriots. You know,
Yeah.
their secondary is elite even without Gilmore.
We'll
All
see.
right. This
All right.
isn't as bold. I'm going Falcons, although they look like shit the first couple weeks. I'm going Falcons to win. Not as
I
bold,
like
but
that.
there's some plus money there.
Bound for their first win.
I'm gonna
right?
chase it.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
gets
go
I think
worse.
the
with
Giants are miserable.
Can't get worse.
I like Calvin Ridley over 20 fantasy points too in that game.
I'm gonna go with Jameis Winston throwing 2+ interceptions and a 24-7 defeat at Foxborough.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
The Saints defense is good, Dave. Mac Jones.
That
is
might be a homer pick, but
I think that is a homer pick, especially
Yeah,
with
I
that
don't know
score.
about him.
That score is just literally homer.
Oh, we'll
But
see.
all right, well, we got all our locks in, so that concludes the first episode. We'll obviously, adjust as we go, but we're just getting our feet wet. So
Yup.
hope you all enjoy it.
uploading weekly.
Yeah,
Weekly,
we'll,
yep.
we'll fix this shit up.
Yeah.
Tim the Nerd will do it. And we'll be up soon. Hopefully.
Let's not call him a nerd here.
YouTube.
Yup.
He's not smart enough.
Locks only. Check
Locks
it out.
only, yes
Locks
sir.
only.
It's not the other one.
Peace.
fun if you want to go check it out.
we're not sponsors, but if you want to go look it up, go ahead.